It's that moment again, the one you dream of every night. La seule chose qui te préoccupe, c'est la gloire. Le cheminement de la réussite, of pushing yourself further than ever before. But the true glory is in the shadows. Les sacrifices que tu fais, quand toutes les chances sont contre toi. When you can't push one more second, chase the glory. Visez haut.
U Sports on CBC, presented by les championnats U Sport à Radio-Canada. Une présentation du gouvernement du Canada, the Government of Canada. Nike, Gilbert Rugby, Fox 40, Veriburn Medical Supplies, Les Bag Baron Rings, APAL et Ferme Cavendish, and by Cavendish Farms.
Welcome to U Sports on CBC in the 2024 Cavendish Farms U Sports Women's Rugby Championship, live from the campus of the University of Prince Edward Island. This is Maggie Grimmer alongside Phil Lanche as we get set to bring you today's matchup between the number 1 seed Laval Rouge et Or and the number 3 seed Guelph Griffins in today's 5th place final here at the campus of University of Prince Edward Island. What do you expect to see out of the Guelph Griffins today, Phil?
We're going to see Guelph all over the field today. They're very confident with ball in hand. They've got some speed on the outside and just a well-balanced processing team. So they're gonna run a lot of system, and they're gonna be an effective unit.
And on the other side of the ball, we have the RSEQ champion Laval Rouge et Or again coming into this tournament as the number 1 seed, falling in the quarterfinal. Good response from Laval in their Consolation semifinal on Friday evening, and I expect we will see a strong, heavy-hitting forward game from Laval.
Key player of the game for Guelph is Addie Holmes. She's a 2024 U Sport First Team All-Canadian. She was the OUA Player of the Year and an OUA First Team All-Star.
On the other side of the ball, keep an eye on Cécile Leclerc, 4th-year prop for the Laval Rouge et Or, named a 2024 U Sports Second Team All-Canadian on Thursday evening here at the banquet, and is also a 2024 RSEQ First Team All-Star. Here's a look at our updated tournament bracket this weekend. Right now, we have you set for the 5th place final between the Guelph Griffins and the Laval Rouge et Or. Coming up after that, we will have the 3rd place game between the between Queens and the U Ottawa GGs. And then finally, at 3 o'clock Atlantic time, 2 o'clock Eastern, we will have the U Vic Vikes taking on the UBC Thunderbirds in the championship final. Getting set for a great day of rugby here. Again, we will have opening kickoff between the Guelph Griffins and the Laval Rouge et Or when we return in Charlottetown. Stay with us.
Une chose est certaine, ça prend des gens passionnés et dévoués pour satisfaire les normes élevées des fermes Cavendish. Que ce soit pour combler la collation de fin de soirée, compléter le petit déjeuner ou faire plaisir autour de la table du souper. Avec les frites préférées au pays, bouchées de pommes de terre et rondelles d'oignons, vous pouvez compter sur la qualité supérieure des fermes Cavendish à chaque fois. Les fermes Cavendish, faites à notre façon, savourez à votre façon.
Welcome back to Charlottetown and U Sports on CBC, live from the campus of the University of Prince Edward Island for the 5th place game between the Laval Rouge et Or and the Guelph Griffins. Having a look now at the starting lineups for each team, starting with the Guelph Griffins.
Yeah, the lineup, we've got Taylor McKnight hooking for the Guelph Griffins. She's wearing the captain jersey right now. And then Brooklyn and Kennedy Feasby, the sisters, are going to be flanking here again.
And on the other side of the ball, we'll have a look at the Laval Rouge et Or lineup as well. Again, keep an eye on Cecile Leclerc, 4th-year prop, 2024 U Sports 2nd team All-Canadian. And again, also keep an eye on the scrum half, Corinne Frechette, 4th-year scrum half, 2024 U Sports 1st team All-Canadian. She was lights out on Friday evening in the Consolation semifinal. Getting set here for this 5th place match between the number 1 seed Laval Rouge et Or and the number 3 seed Guelph Griffins. Should be a great game here, all to play for. These teams looking to finish off their 2024 campaigns with a victory and a 5th place final on the national stage. Okay. Getting set for kickoff here. Ball is up from Guelph. Into the backfield, bouncing. That's Frechette. She'll clean that ball up. Pops quickly to Théberg. Théberg into contact. Laval wearing red, Guelph in black, and that ball has gone backwards off the hands of Laval, cleaned up by Frechette. Laval will get in to help there, and they'll go out the short side. Up into contact, good line speed here early on from the Guelph Griffins. Théberg there, assisting with the contact. Again, Frechette, quick on the ball. Good heads-up awareness from Frechette for the Laval Rouge et Or. Théberg now picks off the back. Frechette, she'll go to her pods here. Laval hitting hard up into contact. Again, good line speed early on from the Griffins. Ball now out the backs for the Laval Rouge et Or, and they'll put it to boot. Just a chip kick over top. And we will go back for a penalty.
Number 5, not gonna retreat.
There was an offside player for Laval on that kick. Here's a look at our referees for today. Annie Kennedy in the middle of the field. And your ARs, Laura Fleiderer and Fran McWilliams. And off of that penalty for offside by the Laval Rouge et Or, the Guelph Griffins will elect to kick for points here. This will be number 10, Grace Jacqueline, looking to slot points here early on in this first half of the 5th place final.
And Grace Jacqueline was just pinpointing the kicks there Friday night. She was very successful in her kicks for touch and her points after.
Jacqueline will line up this kick. A reminder to those at home that this ball will be live. If this ball misses, good look here at Jacqueline, setting up for this kick. Taking a deep breath, taking her time, now approaching. That ball is up. And it is through. A successful penalty kick for the Guelph Griffins to start this game. Good start for Guelph. Some good line speed on defense, drawing a penalty there for offside and taking advantage deep in the Laval territory. Bringing the score early on in this 5th place game to 3 for the Guelph Griffins to 0 for the Laval Rouge et Or. Laval will restart here. That ball is up through the air on the bounce, goes over top. Now on with the ball. Jorgensen right up the middle, a little bit of space there for Jorgensen. We see some more precipitation here today. It's a cold Sunday morning here in Charlottetown. Guelph now working the ball out the backfield. Good pressure there from Laval. That was Rogers into contact for Guelph. Ball now again out the back. Good tackle there on McKnight by Laval. Woodcock again working the ball back through the middle of the field. This time it's DiGirolamo into contact. Good line speed again from Laval, not giving up any territory here to the Griffins. Now Guelph will kick for some distance here. That ball is up, and it's gone out of play. We'll have a look here. There's the restart over the head of the Guelph Griffins. Well taken, however, by Larry Jorgensen. She runs right up the middle of the pitch. Good run there from her, good leg drive, and gaining some territory for Guelph. We had a kick out of bounds for the Guelph Griffins. Now we will have a line out, our first look of the day for Laval. That ball goes over the top, taken well off the back by Auger for the Guelph Griffins. They will recover possession. Now Guelph hitting up hard into contact. That was Brooklyn Feasby on the ball for the Griffins. Now DiGirolamo again into contact. Guelph will look to clear. There's the kick off of the foot of Jacqueline. And that ball was brought back inside by Guelph, so brought back inside of Guelph territory and then kicked directly out of play. So we will go back to where the kick was taken from for this lineout. So Laval again with another opportunity at the lineout here. The first ball just overthrown a little bit, still contending with some wins here today. Laval will look to throw again. That ball is up. And again, over the top, taken well by Auger on the back. Good heads-up play there. Guelph will regain possession again. Ball now cleaned up by Feasby. Feasby right up the middle, driving her legs. Good run there by Feasby. Guelph will now go to Jacqueline. That ball's gone backwards. Jorgensen will clean up. Now at the wide side and taken quickly there. I believe that's Woodcock. Good heads-up play from Woodcock, however, taken down by Laval. Ball now back to the middle of the field. Driven up by Rogers. Now at the wide side, Jacqueline. Wrapped up there. And now poached by Laval Rouge-et-Or. Great heads-up play there from Arven Bayrod for Laval, turning that ball over. Frechette getting in to help. Taken off the back there by Fortin. Frechette now, she'll go to the wide side, just through the hands of Laval, cleaned up by Lamoth.
Hey, it's okay.
Frechette now goes to Fortin. Fortin, good hard run there. Ball now again, Charbonneau, and that's been picked off by Feasby. Great heads-up play from Feasby, and now Guelph will go the other way. Auger now. Auger will keep, little show and go. Auger is taken down, great tackle from Laval, taken quickly again now by the Griffins. That's Clark on the back, taken quickly again. This time Kennedy Feasby. Guelph pressing here, McKnight just driving into contact. Guelph will want to be patient here, close to the line, still short. Picked again by Guelph, just short, another pick. Good defending here from Laval.
Guelph showing great patience on the line here.
And there's a try for the Guelph Griffins. We'll have a look back here at that play.
A great series, starting with a intercepted pass, a turnover right here.
That's Feasby right up the middle. Great awareness there. Good leg drive. Great pop again. And then Guelph is on the run.
You can see the communication there. They're talking to each other. They're wanting that ball.
Auger with the show and go. And then a great tackle from Laval, but good patience, good support from the Griffins to follow up and maintain possession. Ultimately rewarded with the try are the Griffins. Good patient play here, just knocking at the door. And then finally, with those forward pick and goes, able to touch that ball down for a try. Shows how quickly things can change here. Laval was in a good attacking position in the Guelph territory. However, that picked off ball
you can
by
see
Feasby.
here how patient those forwards were, just not reaching out, not trying to score that try, putting it in a good position for their teammates to get that ball quickly recycled.
So a great sequence from the Guelph Griffins, and they're rewarded with a try. Jacqueline will look to convert here. Already successful on a penalty kick early in this first half. That ball is up, and it's through. Good conversion from Jacqueline.
CBC is your home for exclusive coverage of Vanier Cup playoffs. Catch the 2024 UTEC Bowl, UTEC and Mitchell Bowl Saturday, November 16th, and the 2024 Vanier Cup Championship game from Richardson Stadium in Kingston on November 23rd. The kickoff is 1 p.m. on CBC Television, CBC Gem, and cbcsports.ca.
That ball is up, restarted by Laval Rouge-et-Or, taken well by Jorgensen. Now out the back will go the Guelph Griffins. Hitting hard up into contact is Bernard. Guelph now will go at the wide side. Feasby now into contact. Good early runs here from Feasby for the Griffins.
Guelph playing with advantage now.
Kept in contact there by Woodcock. Now they will recycle back to the middle of the field. Guelph attacking. That ball comes out into contact. We will go back to the initial advantage being played in favor of Guelph.
Looked like a offside advantage, which will result in a penalty for Guelph here.
Here's this ball. There's Atkins working that ball out wide. Good attempt here to go up the middle from Guelph and just knocked on there in the contact by Théberg. Good play by Théberg for Laval. However, we do go back to the original penalty by the Laval Rouge-et-Or, so it will be Guelph ball. They're going to tap and go here. Up through middle field is Di Girolamo.
Some great pace there.
Big contact there. Woodcock now will go to the short side. Jacqueline pressing. Taken down. Now Jorgensen, and that just comes off of her fingertips. Taken now by Laval. Frechette, she'll go to the wide side. Ball now through the hands, picked up by Izard. Izard Sampson now. Or La Jeunesse. La Jeunesse for Laval with the ball. Frechette will go back to the middle of the field. Good play here from Laval. Frechette again.
Laval looking to spread this defense wide.
Lamotte, good hole through the middle of the Guelph defense there. Now taking into contact, Frechette, she goes short, and that comes off the leg of Laval, picked up by Feasby, and Feasby stays on her feet. Great play from Feasby, now Auger taken down. And Guelph just not quite there in support. So good job by Laval to turn that over again. We'll have a look here at another steal from Feasby. That ball just comes off the leg. Feasby manages to pick that up off the turf. And then look at this great leg drive there from number 6, Brooklyn Feasby. Great play from her.
Another turnover resulting in some great territory.
And that ball looked to be kicked to touch. However, it remains in play. Guelph will take possession. Guelph will go to the short side. McKnight hitting up into contact. Now Guelph will go towards the middle of the field. Good ball movement here from Guelph. In through the hands. Wide side again, Jacqueline now. Big contact there. And now finally taken to ground is Bernard. Now back the other way. Atkins up the middle. Atkins will post. Woodcock goes quickly. This is Feasby again. Feasby with the pop to Auger, but that's picked off by Laval, and then a big counter tackle there from Guelph. Kick over the top from Frechette. That ball bouncing off the turf. Atkins back to collect. Atkins surveying the field. Big pressure from Laval. Releases, picks up herself. Now will post. Guelph back in possession of this ball. Zvikauskas now. Ball now to the short side. Jorgensen is wrapped up. Now goes to the turf. Jacqueline ready for a kick here. That ball off the boot of Jacqueline and out of play. We will have a Laval Rouge-et-Or line out. Here's a look back at this play from Guelph. Woodcock goes out into the middle. Good pop there to Atkins. Atkins goes to the turf. Good support again from Guelph. And then here, another good run from Feasby, but a great takeaway there from La Jeunesse for Laval. We'll have another Laval line out. 2 lineouts here early on for Laval. Both have just gone over the top on the throw. Laval will look to clean that up. Good look here at the Liberté de Gagner for the Rouge-et-Or.
They should look to settle in here with this line out.
This ball will be up. There's a good throw from La Liberté de Gagner. And now Laval looking to set up the driving maul. Moving forward now is Laval. Good pressure on this maul. There's room to the outside there. On the back with the ball is La Liberté de Gagner for Laval. Still driving forward is this maul. Great set piece here from the Rouge et Or. Ball still in hand, La Liberté de Gagner. Ball still at the back, still driving.
Coming up to the line here, they're going to need to produce it.
Ball is now on the ground. And it's just not presented by the Rouge et Or, so we will have a turnover to the Guelph Griffins. Good attempt there from Laval, great drive forward. However, you have to present that ball once your momentum has stopped moving forward.
Laval with a lot of space moving forward, and you could just see Guelph recycling back behind, able to get their hands on those Laval players and tighten that up, so it wasn't able to be produced at the end.
Well defended there from the Griffins. We'll have a line out here for the Guelph Griffins deep in their own territory. Apologies, a scrum for the Guelph Griffins. This will be Woodcock placing the ball. Ball in for Guelph. Taken off the back by Auger. Good pressure there from Arven Beyrod for Laval. Guelph now playing deep in their territory. Good space there, coming through is Bernard. Woodcock will keep herself into contact. Guelph there in support. They'll pick off the back while their scrum half gets reset. Good communication you can hear there from the Griffins. Good defense here from Laval. Woodcock now pops again, this time to Zvikauskis. Again, keeping it in the forwards, looking to set up an exit play. Here are the Griffins. You see Jacqueline ready now to kick. Ball off the boot of Jacqueline. Good high ball, that will stay in bounds. And it's gone forward off of the hands of Lamoth. So a good high kick there from Jacqueline, and it just stays in bounds. Laval just unable to come down with that ball, so it will be a Guelph Griffins possession. Here's the kick from Jacqueline. Good high ball up. She's looking for touch there, and it just stays in bounds, and unfortunately just knocked on off the hands of Lamoth there for Laval.
Laval very reluctant to let Guelph out of their own 22 this half so far. They've been excellent with the pressure, and their defense has forced several kicks where Guelph's just looking to relieve a bit of that pressure.
We'll have another scrum down here for the Griffins. This will be Woodcock placing the ball. Good look there at both scrum halves. Woodcock now wrapped up by Laval. Heavy pressure off of that scrum. Jacqueline now. Jacqueline will pop back inside. Nice step there. Is the number 13, Lily Stewart. Guelph still in possession. Now off the short side is McKnight. Good heads up play from McKnight. She goes to ground, taken again now by Feasby. Feasby trying to stay in bounds, and she will be driven out by Laval. So a good defensive heads up play by Laval there. However, Guelph equally smart, taking it short side. There may be a slight injury here to Ouellette. Hopefully she's all right. Here's a look here. Ball to the short side now, driven up into contact by Guelph, and then look at this heads-up play here from McKnight. Sees there's no post, takes it up the short side. Big contact there, and again, there's Feasby, and she is just taken out of bounds by Laval, so good defense there, but good heads-up play from the Griffins. We'll have another line out here for Laval. La Liberté de Gagner to throw in. The ball is up now, taken off the hands of Laval. Cleaned up at the back by Caro. Frechette now. Ball now into the middle of the field for the Rouge et Or. That's 4-10 into contact. Frechette now goes at the back, just through the hands of Laval. Cleaned up, however, is La Jeunesse. Big tackle there from Zvikauskis. Good line speed from her. Frechette now. Driving up into play is the Laval Rouge et Or. Frechette. Pop play to 4-10. Good line speed again from Guelph. Frechette will try again. This is Lamoth popping. And that's gone forward off the hands of Laval. So we will have a turnover to the Guelph Griffins. Another scrum coming here for the Griffins. Good line speed here from both teams. Now with Laval having the ball in hand, we get a look at the Guelph Griffins on defense, and they are solid there with their line speed, certainly causing that turnover. We'll have another scrum down here for the Griffins. Good attacking position here.
Laval's had some pressure on this, getting this ball out from the scrum. The flankers in the 9 really on this ball early, so we'll see if they can recycle it quickly and possibly attack from here.
Guelph with the split backfield. That'll be taken off the back by Auger. She will pop to Jorgensen, and it's gone forward off the hands of Jorgensen. Again, big pressure there from the flank of the Laval scrum, just wreaking havoc on that set play there for the Griffins. So we will now have a Laval scrum in very similar position here, just inside the Laval half. There's a good look at the 2 scrum halves. That's Frechette and Woodcock. Frechette, she'll place the ball for Laval. Good solid scrum there.
Scrums have been fairly even so far.
Frechette now goes to hands of Bellavance. Ball now in hand of Sampson. Laval in support. Big counter ruck there from Guelph, but there will be a penalty against Guelph. Laval will just slow things down here and look likely to kick for touch. Ball now in hands of number 8, Théberg. The ball is up. Good distance there from Théberg. Join U Sports on CBC next week for wall-to-wall coverage of the beautiful game as the 8 best women's university teams head to Halifax for the BMO U Sports Women's Soccer Championship. Catch every moment of the exciting action from Dalhousie University. U Sports on CBC, where champions are made. Ball now at the back for Laval. That ball taken on well by Bellavance. Frechette now goes to Théberg. Good pressure there from Clark for the Griffins. Ball now in hand of Laval again, goes through the middle of the field. Arven Beyrod into contact. Frechette is wrapped up right off the back of that contact. Laval maintains possession, however. This ball messy, cleaned up there by Laval. Frechette, she'll go to the wide side. Good contact there and run from Arven Beyrod, but it's turned over in contact by Guelph. Guelph now in possession. Woodcock keeps herself, steps back inside, taken down. Now Guelph will go to Jacqueline. Jacqueline hitting up. Good line there from Jacqueline, but again the ball is turned over in contact. Furious pace here, Frechette. Well taken there by Laval, and it was just knocked on the ground there from Laval. And it appears that there is an injury on the play here for the Laval Rouge et Or. I believe that's Izard. We hope she's okay. Here's a look at the play here. Good ball to Frechette. Frechette zinging that out. Taken at first by Izard, and then just unfortunately knocked on at the contact point. Izard getting some attention here on the field.
Looked like just an awkward tackle over that ankle.
In some distress. We hope that she is all right, certainly. Never like to see an injury. And Izard certainly appears to be in some discomfort, a foot or an ankle potentially. And again, here's the play. Ball into the hands of Frechette, taken on well by Izard, manages to come down with that. And then just right there, it appears that there may have been a twist of that ankle. And Izard, unfortunately, will come out of the game. Again, best wishes to Izard. We hope that she is all right. Coming up next at 12 o'clock Eastern Time, we have the bronze medal match between the Queen's Gales and the U Ottawa GGs. We're in for a very exciting bronze medal match between those two teams, again coming up at 12 o'clock Eastern Time. Join us then for the bronze medal match. We will get reset here for a scrum down for Guelph off of the knock-on by Laval.
Guelph leading Laval 10-0 right now.
Woodcock will place this ball for the Griffins.
Some
Good
pressure
push
on that scrum.
Again, more pressure there from Laval off that scrum. Big tackle there on Jacqueline. Guelph maintains possession. Ball now in the hands of Atkins. Atkins stopped up. Guelph will go back to the wide side. Ball hit up by Di Girolamo. Woodcock now. Ball in hand for Guelph. Nice pop play. Here's Feasby with some space. A collision between two Laval players there. Gives some more room for Laval. Clark now with ball in hand. She'll go to ground. Guelph now going into the middle of the pitch. Good pressure there from Laval. Guelph maintains possession. Jorgensen now. She'll go to McKnight. McKnight in some space now. McKnight with room. She cuts back to the middle. Good tackle there from Laval. And that ball has just come forward in the ruck. A knock on by Guelph. Unfortunate. Some great phases of play there for Guelph.
And it looked like some Laval players just tripped up, a little bit of confusion, possibly overrunning the line.
There's Woodcock getting that ball out to Guelph. And then a great line here from Feasby. And we see just there in the backfield, the collision between two Laval players gives a little bit more space for the Griffins there to gain some ground. So a good set of phases from the Griffins. Good heads up, quick play, keeping the ball alive. However, it was knocked on at the back of that ruck, so we will have a Laval scrum here, fairly deep in Laval territory.
Laval might be looking to exit here. They've got the wind at their back. They could be taking some serious territory with a deep kick.
Tayberg will pick off the back. Tayberg hard up into contact. Frechette now. And she will go at the back. It will be put to boot by Laval. Atkins there to clean up this ball for the Griffins. Atkins, she'll chip kick over top. Now in hand of Laval. Good take there from Bertrand Cleary for Laval. Frechette going out the wide side. Ouellette now through the hands of Charbonneau. Cleaned up in the backfield. Pop back to La Jeunesse. La Jeunesse now taken down right around the halfway point of the field. Frechette now. Good counter ruck from Guelph. And that ball is picked off again by Brooklyn Feasby. Great play from Feasby here in this first half. And that's taken quickly off the back by Di Girolamo for Guelph.
No, you're off now.
Feasby just putting herself in the right place at the right time several times. You get that from some great intensity and always being up on that ball.
That ball again just turned over at the breakdown. Now Laval will put that ball to boot. And it's gone straight out of play. So again, Laval outside of their own 22-meter line, kicking there for distance. However, it went directly out of play. So we will go back for a Guelph line-out to the point where the kick was made. So good attacking position here for Guelph on the line-out. Haven't seen a lot of the Guelph line-out yet so far in this game. A good opportunity for the Griffins here.
Guelph has liked them all off the line-out. They can go quick, they can secure it.
Ball is up for Auger, and Guelph comes down with it, contested in the air. Ball now at the back. Back inside to Jorgensen. Jorgensen hitting up into 2 or 3. Laval Rouge-Or there. Now to the short side goes Guelph. Di Girolamo, good leg drive there. Woodcock now. Jacqueline through the hands, cleaned up by Stewart. Good play there from Stewart to clean that ball up off the ground. And now Laval just offside there at the breakdown, so we will have another penalty against Laval. Let's have a look here at the line out. Again, contested in the air, and then well taken there by the Griffins. That's Bernard coming down with it. And then Woodcock goes to Jacqueline, and then a nice inside ball there to Jorgensen, but well defended by Laval. So another good sequence of play from the Griffins, and off of that penalty for offside by the Rouge-Or, Jacqueline will line up another penalty kick. So the Griffins looking to take advantage when they are in the Laval half already with one successful penalty kick in this first half. They will now look for another. Almost the same positioning as the first penalty kick for Jacqueline here.
Another kick into the wind.
This ball will be live off of the boot of Jacqueline. Here comes the kick. And another successful penalty kick from Jacqueline. She's been great off of the tee this weekend. And showing you why, another successful penalty kick for the Guelph Griffins brings the score to 13 for the Griffins to Laval Rouge et Or 0. So a great start here in this first half for the Griffins. Laval still looking to get on the board here, looking to respond. Restart here from Laval. Good high ball, well taken there by the Griffins. Into contact. Woodcock now out the back. Atkins pops again. Woodcock now will go to the short side. Taken up into contact by Jacqueline. Woodcock will go back to the wide side of the field now. Jorgensen, a little bit of a hole there for Jorgensen, wrapped up by Ouellette. Still a good leg drive there from Jorgensen for the Griffins. Woodcock will go short side again. Jacqueline, quick hands there into the hands of Kennedy Feasby. And now Woodcock will take it off the back herself and pop now again. DiGirolamo over the back, well taken there. Holmes in space. Good tackle there from Laval on the outside. Ball now back into the middle of the field for the Griffins. Great hands there from Jorgensen. Now Feasby again in space. Popped again to Auger. Auger now has room down the sideline. Clark is there in support. Good ruck there from Clark. Jorgensen now picks up off the back and gets wrapped up. Woodcock now into the middle of the field is Kennedy Feasby. Taken quickly off the back by McKnight. Laval may have hands in on that ball, and they do. Laval turns that ball over.
Great quick poach there from Laval.
So some good play from the Griffins, but turned over ultimately at the breakdown by Laval. Good heads-up play.
Guelph applying some pressure here now, and an answer from Laval with that quick steal.
That was number 16, Beatrice Gagne, with hands in for the Rouge et Or, and that ball goes to touch, but is kept in by Woodcock. Woodcock now up the middle of the field. Big tackle there by Laval. Guelph again with possession. Big low tackle from Gagne there. Woodcock, she'll go to the short side. Popped again to Atkins here. And another penalty against Laval Rouge et Or.
Captain Adele, time's off, okay?
And the head referee, Annie Kennedy, is just gonna have a conversation with the captain for the Laval Rouge et Or. This is Captain Adele Sampson for the Rouge et Or. And Sampson will just have a conversation with her teammates. Again, head referee Annie Kennedy just unhappy with the number of penalties coming from the Rouge et Or right now. So a warning given here to Laval. If this play continues, there may be a card against the Rouge et Or. So Sampson just talking it over with her team there, advising.
Sounds like a warning for the offside to make sure you're out that back foot of the ruck. Make sure you're coming from an onside position if you're going to be defending.
So that ball will be kicked into touch from the Guelph Griffins by Jacqueline. Again, you see Guelph playing against the wind here in this first half. Difficult to get a lot of distance off of these kicks in this wind. It's a cool day here in Charlottetown on this Sunday morning. Ball is up there from Guelph. That ball comes off the back, cleaned up by McKnight. Good support there from the Griffins. Again, taken quickly off the back. Guelph now will go to the middle of the field. Jorgensen hitting into contact. Woodcock back to the short side. Popped quickly, there's some room here. DiGirolamo, she'll drive into contact. Good low tackle there from Laval. Woodcock again will come off the back. Wrapped up in contact. Guelph there in support. Ball now with the Griffins. Woodcock, that's gone backwards off the hands of Jacqueline. Jorgensen now, Atkins. Atkins wrapped up, good line speed there from Frechette. But another penalty against Laval.
And it looks like that chat is going to come to fruition here. She's calling in.
Asking to speak with number 16. It's Beatrice Gagne, and she will be presented with a yellow card, so she will leave the field here. And Laval will play with 14 players on the field for the remainder of this first half. Here's a look at Beatrice Gagne going to the bin. So again, Laval will have to play with a man down here for the remainder of this first half.
We tried to update the clock here. It's going to be on the referee's watch. The official time is held by the referee. We give you a approximate clock here. So any stoppages, anything like that, will come on the referee's watch. So we're coming close to halftime. It looks like they had to bring in another front row because the card brought off one of the front rows. So for safety reasons, Laval is able to switch another player out in order to make sure that scrum is secure.
Yeah, so Beatrice Gagne, who is serving the yellow card, had to leave the pitch. She was playing in the front row. So back into the game for Laval is La Liberté de Gagne, replacing Gagne due to the card. Again, Laval will play with 14 players until that card is over. Guelph now, good drive here from DJ Lamo for the Griffins.
That's fine.
But a good poach there from Arven Bayrod for Laval, turning that ball over. Frechette now. And just another knock on there from Laval. Unfortunate error from the Rouge et Or. Just haven't quite been able to get those phases going forward for Laval in this first half. They'll certainly look to clean that play up here as the game goes on. And you hear there head referee Annie Kennedy indicating there are 2 minutes remaining in this first half. So another look at the scrum here for the Griffins. Ball in from Guelph. Woodcock now. Jacqueline back inside to Atkins, well read by Arven Bayrod. Ball now through the hands. This is Atkins now driving, still on her feet. Woodcock, Jacqueline, now Rogers. Woodcock now, Jorgensen. Good run here from McKnight, pops. And just off the hands of Kennedy Feasby, that ball just a little bit high on the pop, but a good attempt there from Guelph. They did have numbers out wide. So there was a knock on off the hands of the Griffins. We'll have another scrum down here for Laval. Again, a few moments ago, head referee Annie Kennedy indicated there were approximately 2 minutes remaining in this first half. So the clock on your screen is not the official referee's time. Likely just a few moments left here in this first half of the fifth place final. Ball out the back from Frechette. Charbonneau now at the 10 position. That kick is up from Laval. High kick over top. Big bounce. And that's cleaned up by Laval. However, it's been poached at the breakdown by Atkins. Good heads-up play from Atkins. Now a box kick over the top from Woodcock.
It's gone straight out. We will return to the point of kick.
And that is going to be the end of the first half here between the Guelph Griffins and the Laval Rouge et Or. Final score at the end of the first half. Guelph Griffins leading the Laval Rouge et Or by a score of 13-0. When we come back, we will have first half stats for you again. Here at the end of the first half in Charlottetown, the Griffins leading 13. Laval still looking to get on the board here in this fifth place final. Join us when we come back.
It takes passion and a whole lot of dedication to meet Cavendish Farms' high standards. To become an epic late-night snack. Part of the ultimate breakfast. And the dinner crew crowd pleaser.
From Canada's favorite French fries to onion rings, hash browns, and potato tots, Canadians can count on Cavendish Farms to serve top quality every time. Cavendish Farms. Made our way, enjoy your way.
Every hit, goal, and celebration as if you're standing right on the sideline, immersing you in the game like never before, bringing heart-pounding action directly to millions of fans. We deliver unparalleled simplicity and tailor-made digital broadcasting solutions crafted to make you feel every moment in a way like never before. Our passionate team ensures your message reaches audiences reliably every time. Proudly Canadian, we bring a touch of innovation and our passion.
Our U Sports halftime show is with the Pepsi U Sports Champion Spotlight, and first half stats are coming up when we return to Charlottetown. Score at the end of the first half of the fifth place final between the Guelph Griffins and the Rouge et Or. Guelph Griffins currently leading by a score of 13-0. Earlier this fall, U Sports and PepsiCo Foods Canada announced an innovative partnership marking a significant step towards supporting the career development of student athletes and positively impacting the future of Canadian university sport. They're proud to bring you the PepsiCo Foods Canada U Sports Champion Spotlight. Today, Sarah Syed is joined by PepsiCo Foods Canada Katie Devo, a former Brock University student athlete, to discuss Katie's journey through the university sport and the partnership.
I'm with Jacqueline Madogo, who's a track athlete that formerly competed at Guelph University, but this year competed in the 2024 Paris Olympics in track and field. Jacqueline, what is it like for you to kind of make that transition from soccer into track, and why did you choose Guelph University to do that?
I was actually at a soccer tournament, and the assistant coach Onkar ended up finding my email, and he emailed me, and he was like, "Oh, we're having this like showcase. I think you should come out. Like, we saw you play. Like, I participated in their showcase, and like, at first I was like, oh my God, it's really small. Like, I don't know if I would like this. I don't know if like it's like my vibe." When I started talking to the coaches more, I got to know the head coach Shane, and then I got to know Onkar a little bit more, and then Al, and I was like, oh my God, these people are incredible. And then they brought me back for like an official visit, and that's when I was like, oh, I'm coming here. Like, it's a sealed deal. Like, this is it. This is where I'm going to spend the next 4 years. It feels like I wasn't just going to this school. I was really like embraced into the community, and that's how it feels today.
So you were part of the women's relay team, and you finished sixth, and you also had a national record with that team. You're a soccer girl, so you're used to being on a team. What was it like for you, though, to participate in the relay team? Can you kind of tell me a little bit about that experience as well?
Going to the semis, I literally texted my coach the night before, and I was like, we need to run the Canadian record to make the finals. Like, I just said, like, before we went in, I was like, guys, like, we win as a team, we lose as a team. Like, when the race finished and we were waiting and we saw the time, I think I was the only one that realized that we had broken the Canadian record, because I knew it. It was like engraved in my head what the time was. So then I started like celebrating, and the girls were like, why are you celebrating? Because we're still waiting if we're a small queue. I was like, guys, we just broke the Canadian record. Like, they were like, oh, like, hey. And then we got the small queue. Like, as soon as I finished that sentence, we got the small queue to like go to the finals, and then like everything just erupted and we all like started celebrating.
So if any U Sports athlete or high school athlete wants to do what you've done, whether that's transitioning from one sport to another or competing in the Olympics, what advice would you have to give them?
Coming into university, I was very closed-minded, and this curveball came along, and I had to be open-minded. And now in life, everything, I just keep an open mind. You never know what can happen. You never know where things can lead you. I don't think when I came in university that I was going to make the 2024 Olympics. I don't think that was in my radar. Just take every opportunity that comes knocking, honestly. It's just, A, it helps you grow as a person, and B, you get a cool experience out of it. So I just say, keep your mind open and just embrace everything that comes your way.
Une chose est certaine, ça prend des gens passionnés et dévoués pour satisfaire les normes élevées des fermes Cavendish. Que ce soit pour combler la collation de fin de soirée, compléter le petit déjeuner ou faire plaisir autour de la table du souper avec les frites préférées au pays, bouchées de pommes de terre et rondelles d'oignon. Vous pouvez compter sur la qualité supérieure des fermes Cavendish à chaque fois. Les fermes Cavendish, faites à notre façon, savourez à votre façon.
Welcome back to U Sports on CBC and the 2024 Cavendish Farms U Sports Women's Rugby Championship, live from the campus of the University of Prince Edward Island. Right now, we are at halftime in the fifth place final between the Guelph Griffins and Laval Rouge et Or. Score at halftime, Guelph 13, Laval still looking to get on the board here in this fifth place final. What were your thoughts on the first half, Phil?
Well, we've only got one score, which means the defense has been extraordinary so far this half. We're looking at one score and then two converted kicks from penalties awarded to Guelph.
We'll have a look back at the first half highlights here. Here's a look at the first penalty kick from Grace Jacqueline for the for the Guelph Griffins, converted successfully by her. And here's a look at the Guelph Griffins getting that first score of the match, the first try. Just good patient play from the Griffins all the way down on the goal line for Laval. A few phases, finally touching that ball down. Here's some good play through the back for the Griffins as well. Nice ball here. That's McKnight hitting up into contact, and that ball just comes out at the contact point. Lots of hard defense from both teams here in the first half. Player for the Guelph Griffins that was all over the pitch was a look there at number 6, Brooklyn Feasby. She had a couple of steals at the contact point for the Griffins and some good runs by her. And then here's a look at the second penalty kick for the Guelph Griffins, almost from the same exact place. That, again, was your number 10, Grace Jacqueline, for the Griffins, converting on that penalty kick. So again, the score heading into the second half here of the fifth place final, the Guelph Griffins lead the Laval Rouge et Or by a score of 13-0. Laval did some good things on defense there in that first half, just wasn't able to get the smooth play going through the back, so certainly Laval will look to clean that up here in this second half. This is the final game of the season for both of these teams, looking to finish off the national championship on a high note with a fifth place result here at these national championships. So still all to play for both of these teams. I expect a hotly contested second half here between the Guelph Griffins and Laval Rouge et Or. There's a good look there at Addie Holmes. And now coming up next at 12 o'clock Eastern Time, we have our bronze medal game between the Queen's Gaels and the U Ottawa GGs. Again, join us at 12 o'clock Eastern for the bronze medal match. That will be a great game between two powerhouses, the Queen's Gaels and the U Ottawa GGs. Getting ready here for kickoff in the second half of the 5th place final. There's a look at the Laval captain, Sampson, ready to restart here for the Rouge et Or. Just a note for the viewers at home, you have a look there behind Annie Kennedy. That's Beatrice Gagne for the Rouge et Or, currently serving a yellow card for the Laval Rouge et Or. So they are playing with 14 players on the field until the end of that card.
Should be just a few more minutes on that card.
That ball restarted and knocked on off of the hands of Guelph. So Laval, with a positive start here to the second half, they will have a scrum down in Guelph territory. Good attacking position here for the Laval Rouge et Or. We'll see what they elect to do off of this scrum.
We had a collapse scrum the last time. They are playing with one short flanker there. She's deciding which side she's going on. Should bring some more stability to the scrum on that side.
Frechette now to place the ball. And a penalty against the Laval Rouge et Or on that scrum, so we will have Guelph now with a penalty advantage here.
Laval just not able to hold that drive, collapsed under the pressure. They're gonna, Guelph is gonna elect for rescrum. They're gonna be the team putting in the ball here now.
And again, Laval playing with one fewer player in this scrum.
Laval opting for no 8 position there. They're looking to get that pressure from those flankers. Those two flankers are up hard off the ball. The ball is going out quickly, and
that's
they're finding some room.
By Auger for the Griffins. Good tackle there from Laval, and in the contact there, the ball just comes out of the hands of the Griffins and out of play. So we will have now a line out for Laval. Again, still within the Guelph Griffins half. This ball will be thrown in here by Laval.
Both teams trying to get warm again after that halftime. It is rather cold here on the field.
Short ball there from Laval, and now pop back inside. Good play there from the Rouge et Or. Frechette. Arven Bayrod keeps herself. Frechette now, Lamont. Short ball kept alive here. La Jeunesse now driving. Frechette, she'll go back to the short side. Popped again to Caro. Frechette keeping it on the short side. Arven Bayrod, nice step, big hit there. Frechette now into the hands of 410. Frechette keeping it alive. Charbonneau will keep and go to ground.
Laval just marching down the field here.
Now Frechette will pick herself. Laval there in support. Laval now knocking on the door. That's picked off the back by Caro, and she will score. Great start here to the second half for Laval Rouge et Or. Down a player and managing to score off of that set piece of the lineout. Good phases for Laval.
Excellent phases there, possibly 8-9 phases into a score from Laval.
Good smart play there from Frechette, just noticing there's space. She takes it herself, and then the forwards will go to work here for Laval. And again, there's Anne-Sophie Caro. Great body control there to find the line.
Low body position and then spun out of the tackle into a try.
Great job by Laval to get an early score on the board here in this second half. Sampson will go for the conversion, and it is successful, bringing the score to 13 for the Guelph Griffins to 7 for the Laval Rouge et Or.
CBC is your home for exclusive cover for the Vanier Cup playoffs. Catch the 2024 UTEC and Mitchell Bowls on Saturday, November 16th, and the 2024 Vanier Cup Championships. Game from the Richardson Stadium in Kingston on November 23rd. The kickoff is at 1 p.m. on CBC Television, CBC Gem, and CBCSports.ca. U Sports on CBC, where champions are made.
We'll get set for a reset here from the Guelph Griffins to the Laval Rouge et Or after that successful conversion off of the boot of Samson. Number 16, Beatrice Gagne, back into the game off of the yellow card. So we're playing at 15 aside here for both teams. Good take in the air there. I believe that's number 21, Champagne, into the game for Laval. Ball now at the back. Lamoth puts it to boot. Well taken there from Clark. Clark will go up the middle. Clark taken down. Ball now, Jacqueline. Jacqueline Atkins, apologies, Holmes. Holmes with the ball. Wrapped up by the Griffins. Woodcock now. Up the middle of the field go the Griffins. Good play there, but just unfortunately knocked forward off the fingertips of Atkins. Here's the kick there from Lamoth. Well taken in the air from Clark, and Clark goes right up the middle. Emily Clark for the Griffins typically plays at the flank position. However, coming off injury, is playing at the wing position here for the Griffins. Has done a great job this weekend on the wing. Good versatile player for the Griffins.
Laval returning to full strength here with the scrum. They'll be putting in.
Frechette will place the ball here for Laval. Frechette, go to the short side. Charbonneau into space. Good hands from Lamoth. Now out to the wing, pop back inside. That's Bellavance. Good attacking position here from Laval. Quick ball to Arven Bayrod. Arven Bayrod driving. And a penalty against Guelph.
Laval with some hard lines. They will go quick.
Tayberg now with ball in hand. She's wrapped up, currently held up. Now she'll go to ground. Laval will pick off the back. Laval pressing. Again, driving for the line, just short. Laval, patient play here from the forwards. Taken again, attempt at the try line there, but it's been held up by the Griffins. So good defending there from the Griffins. That was Carreau looking for another try, but held up by the Guelph Griffins on the try line. We will have a goal line dropout here for the Griffins. It will be number 10, Jacqueline, taking that goal line dropout here for the Guelph Griffins. That ball is up. High ball off the bounce. Taken by Guelph. Great play there from number 11, Emily Clark, to gain that ball back.
Jacqueline found that empty slot right in the middle of the two defenders and was able to place that kick.
Guelph now with the ball. Jacqueline, Jorgensen, good hands by Atkins. Atkins in space now. Oh, and that ball just goes past the hands of Holmes on the outside. Guelph maintains possession. Jacqueline now back into the middle, hit up by Rogers.
Laval back into that hard-nosed defense.
Atkins now into contact. Jacqueline again. Good line pressure there from Laval, forcing the Griffins back. Step back to the inside for the Griffins. That's McKnight. Jorgensen will now play it off the back for the Griffins. Big counter ruck there from Laval. Ball now back into the hands of Jacqueline. Pops to Atkins. Atkins brought to ground. Woodcock now. She'll go to the short side. Big tackle there. Back again come the Griffins. Still good line pressure here from Laval. Woodcock. She'll go to Jacqueline. Jacqueline will put it to boot. That's been blocked by Laval. Ball still in possession of the Griffins. Off the bounce there. Woodcock now. Good step here from the Griffins. That's Kennedy Feasby. Woodcock again. Now into the hands of Brooklyn Feasby. Or Stephanie Bukowskis. Good run here. Feasby again pops the ball. There's now penalty advantage being played in favor of Guelph. Good run now by Feasby. Releases, takes it herself again, gains an extra yard.
Advantage is now over.
Ball now out the back, picked up by Holmes. Well wrapped up there by La Jeunesse.
Back up, hey, Red.
Jorgensen. Ball now into the middle. Again taken in by Kennedy Feasby. Now Jacqueline will put it to boot again. High ball over the head of Reyes.
Another excellent kick from Jacqueline. Great release of pressure.
And Emily Clark loves it. Good look there. Emily Clark firing her team up after that kick pressure from the Guelph Griffins. Rewarded with the turnover. We'll have a scrum down for the Griffins. Good look at both scrums here for the Griffins and the Rouge et Or. This will be a Guelph scrum. Lots of space out to the wide side of the field. This scrum almost on the sideline.
Crouch. Fine. Set.
Scrum is set. Woodcock places the ball for the Griffins. Woodcock now over the top of the hands. Now Guelph will go out the back.
Possible line here.
Great space here from Stewart. Stewart to Atkins. Atkins is taken down by La Jeunesse. Good tackle there from number 11 for Laval. And they'll recycle quickly, the Guelph Griffins. Now into the middle of the field. Jacqueline, quick pop there to Feasby. Good tackle from Laval. Going to the wide side.
Looks like an advantage for Guelph on a possible offside.
This time was Brooklyn Feasby. Now we're going back to the short side for the Griffins. Ball now. Jacqueline, nice ball there to Auger. Pops over top. Jorgensen now in hand. Still playing advantage here for the Griffins. Jacqueline back to the inside. Big tackle there from Laval. Woodcock going out to the wide side now. McKnight wrapped up by Laval. And we'll go to the penalty advantage against the Laval Rouge et Or.
Offside.
Another penalty. Offside again from Laval.
Here's a look off that scrum. Just a high ball over the hands, but cleaned up well by Jorgensen. And then look at this line here by Lily Stewart. Great run from her. Pops to Atkins, and then great tackle from La Jeunesse for Laval. Good play.
Grace Jacqueline looking to line up another penalty kick.
And this one essentially from right between the posts here. Again, this will be a live ball. Jacqueline has been great with the boot so far this weekend. Already with 2 successful penalty kicks in this game. Jacqueline. Kick is up. And it's good. That's her 3rd successful penalty kick in this game, bringing the score to 16 for Guelph to Laval 7.
And a conversion, putting her 4 for 4 today.
U Sports on CBC has all the action of the 2024 Bruce Power U Sports Men's Soccer Championship next week from Vassos Field in Oshawa, Ontario. Catch exclusive coverage of the tournament from Ontario Tech University. The 2024 Bruce Power U Sports Men's Soccer Championship, November 7th to 10th, exclusive to U Sports on CBC, where champions are made. Ball restarted here by Laval, cleaned up by Guelph. Guelph now driving into contact. Lots of bodies at this breakdown. Now they'll go to the short side. Wrapped up well by Laval was Auger. Now Guelph will test through the middle of the field again. Good line speed here from Laval on defense, but Guelph doing a good job of maintaining possession at the breakdown.
number 3.
And there will be another penalty against Laval.
Looked like
another
3
offside.
through the side and offside a little early there.
So Laval just having some difficulty. Several offside penalties here for Le Rouge et Or. And it's just giving Guelph the opportunity to relieve pressure in their own end here. Jacqueline will kick for the sideline for touch. Ball is up and out of play. We'll have a Guelph line out. Still within their own half. Setting up for the line out now are the Griffins. Ball is up off the fingertips of Auger, and it's gone forward off of Auger. So we will have a scrum down for Laval off of the knock-on off the fingertips of Auger there at the top of the line out. And there's a look at some of the fans for Laval. Great crowds here this weekend for all of the teams. There's the Laval Rouge et Or faithful. It's a cold one here this morning in Charlottetown. Frechette will place this ball for Laval. Good attacking position here for the Rouge et Or.
Bind! Set!
Frechette places that ball. Now we'll go to Charbonneau. Charbonneau will go at the backfield again. Lamothe now into the hands of Sampson. Sampson in some space, steps back to the inside. Good tackle there from Guelph. Frechette back to the middle. Théberg hard into contact. Frechette. Charbonneau now. She'll work it out the back. La Jeunesse. La Jeunesse looking for Carreau, just goes past. Cleaned up, however, on the outside by Laval. Frechette, she'll go to the short side. Now Carreau driving into contact. Frechette. Gagne. Ball now. Good hands through the middle. That's Champagne. Good drive from Champagne. Frechette back to the short side. Well taken there by Ouellette. Frechette, she'll take it herself. Pops to Lamothe. Pops again. Now into the hands of Tardif Sampson on the outside. Frechette at the back. Gagne. Gagne driving. And there's a penalty there against Guelph. So Laval with the penalty advantage deep in Guelph territory. Here's a look at the pass from Frechette. Charbonneau, nice pass out the back. Good hands there for Laval. And then a quick play here to Sampson in space. Good step to the inside. Good positive offensive play there for Le Rouge et Or. So just another stoppage here. Andy Kennedy will discuss with assistant referee Fran McWilliams. Apologies, Laura Flatter. And there's a try for Laval. A score off of the penalty for Laval Rouge et Or.
It was a quick tap and go, and then a pick, it seemed.
There's a look at the Laval faithful, loving that score. We'll get a look at the try here for Le Rouge et Or. Here's a look at that drive for the line. Again, the forwards just there in support. And then picked off the back and touched down over the try line by Laval Rouge et Or. There was a discussion between Andy Kennedy and assistant referee
Possibly
Laura Flatter.
looking for a better angle on that try to make sure that that ball was touched down, and then the try was awarded.
So, a successful try from Laval.
We had some excellent ball movement there from Lachette. Really great distributor from the back of that ruck.
Sampson looking for the cover just short against the wind. Nice attempt there from Sampson. However, not converted by Le Rouge et Or. So that brings the score currently to 16 for Guelph to Laval 12. We'll have a look here at our updated championship bracket. Coming up at 12 o'clock Eastern time, we have the bronze medal game between the Queen's Gales and the U Ottawa GGs. And then at 2 o'clock Eastern, our main event, the championship final between the UBC Thunderbirds and the U Vic Vikes. Stay with us this afternoon as we have bronze medal match and championship final and all Canada West final set up for you at 2 o'clock Eastern. We're in for a great day of rugby, and so far this 5th place game has lived up to the hype as well, Phil. Currently the score 16 for Guelph to Laval 12. Very tight match here in this 5th place final.
Absolutely, both teams keeping it very close, both teams showing some great defense, and then taking advantage of those lines and those gaps when they can.
So that restart from Guelph, just blown backwards in the wind, did not go 10, so we will have a Laval scrum here right at center field at UPEI Turf Field. Good attacking position here from Laval, lots of options when it's right in the middle. Frechette, good push there from Guelph. And a penalty against Laval. Great push from the Laval scrum, or from the Guelph scrum to cause that penalty. Great job from the Griffins to turn that ball over. And they're just going to tap in the middle and go. This ball now into the hands of Bertrand Cleary. Apologies from Imogen Bernard. Ball now into the hands of Jacqueline. Now Atkins. Turned over at the contact point by Laval. Laval now in possession. And a penalty against Guelph. Great job there by Champagne to turn that ball over in contact. Well done by Champagne just to get hands in there at the contact point. Let's have a look. Jacqueline now into the hands of Atkins, and then here comes Champagne just to rip that ball in contact. Good awareness from her. And we're back the other way. Addie Holmes now
Holmes
in space. Holmes with a step to the outside. Great tackle there from Bella Voss. Addie Holmes, OUA Player of the Year in space there, almost able to beat the final defender. But a good tackle there from Bella Voss for Laval Rouge-et-Or. Let's have a look. Atkins pops to Holmes, and then Holmes is off to the races, finds a hole. Right up the middle she goes. Good step here, beats one. Just one more defender to beat, but Bella Voss up to the challenge. Great defending there from Bella Voss to wrap up Addie Holmes, OUA Player of the Year, first team All-Canadian.
They were able to kick for a touch there, and we'll have a successful line out into a maul. See if Guelph is able to drive this. Looks to be collapsed. That's going to be a penalty for pulling that maul down.
Guelph's going to go quickly now. Driving for the line now are the Griffins. Taken off the back. Now a ball popped into the hands again of Zvikauskis. Guelph just short here. Ball now into the hands of McKnight. McKnight taken down. Short side again, Zvikauskis.
Picks and pops, just going forward.
Zvikauskis driving.
Laval on the line defending.
Ball now at the backs. Jacqueline goes to Addie Holmes. Holmes driving. Now picked off the back by Guelph, just short again. Almost at the try line are the Griffins, now outside. And Atkins is gonna score. Jerry Atkins will touch that down for the Guelph Griffins.
Saw some great patience there from Guelph. Lots of lines that just came short, and they were able to reproduce and recycle that ball.
Good patience here from the Griffins. Confidence to use their backs here and just get it out to the open wing there, and Atkins is going to touch that down for the Guelph Griffins.
It's a nice hometown try from Atkins.
Absolutely, as we mentioned earlier this weekend, Jerry Atkins, a member of the Charlottetown Rugby Football Club in the summer months here in Charlottetown. It's nice to see her get that score here on home field. There's another great fan here today. Rugby's not just for people.
All bundled up.
Dogs love it too. We'll have a kick here from Jacqueline for the Guelph Griffins. That try being touched down by Atkins brings the score to 21 for Guelph to Laval 12. So a good response here from the Griffins. Laval has been putting the pressure on in this second half. Jacqueline will look again to find the convert from her boot. She's been great all weekend.
This will be a long kick, almost from the corner.
Ball is up.
Great strike.
And a great kick from Jacqueline.
5 for 5 on the day with kicks.
Absolutely lethal off the tee is Jacqueline. So that brings the score to 23 for Guelph to 12 for Laval, giving the Griffins a little bit of breathing room. Again, Laval is pressing here in this second half, but a good response from the Griffins.
The two top teams in Canadian football descend on Richardson Stadium in Kingston, Ontario on Saturday, November 23rd for the 2024 Vanier Cup Championship Games. Tickets are selling fast, so scan the QR code on your screen or visit usportstickets.ca.
Jorgensen is in space, right up the middle. Jorgensen off to the races. What a toe tap tackle from Frechette. Great job by Frechette to save a try there. Addie Holmes now picking off the back. Big tackle again from Laval. Guelph attacking again into the hands of Bernard Jardine. Woodcock now into the middle of the field. Good ball movement here from Guelph. And just gone forward off the fingertips of Auger there. We'll have a look here at that great run for the Griffins. Here it is, pop play. And then another nice pop, and then Jorgensen just says, I'm going for a run here. Look at this. Great speed from Jorgensen. Good awareness. Beats one. And then look at the toe tap from Frechette. That's just great defending there from Laval. But what a run by Jorgensen. Exciting back and forth play here from both teams. And there's a look at some of the Guelph faithful.
Guelph fans feeling the energy that the team's bringing on the field here.
We will have a scrum down here for Laval after the knock on off the fingertips of Guelph. Guelph really looking to use the width of the field here. And they've been successful. We'll reset. Head referee Annie Kennedy just not happy with the spacing there between the front rows. Ball now in from Frechette. Picked off the back by Théberg. Good fend from Théberg.
Guelph with some pressure on that scrum again.
Ball now again into the hands of Laval, driving up into contact. Frechette. Short ball. Driving up into contact. It was 4-10. Ball now, Charbonneau steps back to the inside. Charbonneau taken to ground. Ball to the short side now for Laval. And that's been turned over in contact by the Griffins. Griffins will now go ahead on offense. Ball now. Good wrapped up tackle there by Laval.
That's good. No, leave it, Black.
And it's been turned over again by Laval in contact. So back and forth play on defense here. That ball just chipped over the top by Laval. Will be cleaned up by Clark. Clark coming back to the middle of the field. Clark will be wrapped up. And a turnover again by Laval at the point of contact. Good heads up awareness, hands in there for Laval. Drawing the penalty. Here's a look, kick over top from Frechette. Off the bounce, it will be cleaned up by Clark for the Griffins. Clark just looking for a hole back through the middle of the field. Coming back into her support players here. Good play there, good tackle by Arven Bayrod. And then good heads up, hands in quickly for Laval for the poach.
Laval opting for a scrum, bringing all those 8 defenders in, making some more room for the backs, hopefully.
We will have substitution there. Out of the game is number 1, Cécile Leclerc for Laval.
That's good. I'm happy with that.
Into the game. We'll get that number for you. I believe it is number 18.
Coach!
Marie-Ève de Vieillat.
Set!
Frechette places that ball. Ball now at the back. Pressure from Woodcock. There will be a penalty advantage being played. Théberg will take it. Théberg driving up into contact. Good run there from Théberg. Support for Laval. Now up the short side. Ouellette. Ouellette taken down. Ball back into the hands of Gagne. Gagne driving. And player down for Guelph in the backfield. Wrapped up is La Jeunesse. Good line speed there from Guelph. Big fend there from Laval. And another penalty, this time against Guelph. Laval will go quickly, and we will call the play dead due to the injury to the Guelph Griffins player. I believe that is Clark down in the backfield. Here's a look. Good line speed there from the Griffins. Taken big fend there from Arven Bayrod. Lots of heavy contact here between these two teams. So Clark is up on her feet. However, she will sub off for the Griffins. So good game from Clark. She appears to be okay. A little bit of discomfort, but able to get off the pitch under her own power. We will have a scrum down for Laval, just inside the Guelph half. Seems that there were a few more substitutions there. We will try to get those numbers to you as soon as we can. Good look at both teams here setting up this scrum. Frechette ready to place the ball for Laval. Ball in by Laval.
Guelph with another driving scrum. Lachette able to play that ball out the back.
Lamoth now through the hands. Great ball movement here from Laval. Bellavance taken down. Frechette into the hands of Ouellette. Ouellette driving forward. Good ball again. Gagne now driving. Frechette, short ball into Fortin. Now out the backs. Lamoth into the hands of La Jeunesse. La Jeunesse with the fend. Wrapped up. Good job to keep ball in hand there by La Jeunesse despite the pressure. Ouellette there to clean it up off the back. And Laval will score right off the back of that ruck. I believe that was Arven Bayrod for Laval. Let's have a look here. Great ball in hand play here for Laval. Quick play from them. Lamoth, La Jeunesse here. Great line from her. One fend, a second fend. Finally wrapped up by Holmes. Taken down. Look at her hold on to that ball there at the contact point. Doesn't knock it on. And then Laval, Ouellette, again, good heads-up play just to take that ball quickly. And then we have Arven Bayrod here at the back of this ruck, recognizing that the post isn't there and ultimately touches down for the Laval Rouge et Or. Great score from them. And that conversion just missed to the outside by Laval. That try brings the score to 23 for Guelph, to Laval 17. Again, on your screen, you see that the clock is reading about 66 minutes into this game. Reminder for the fans at home that the official timekeeper, official clock, is on the ref's watch. So, according to our clock, there's approximately 66 minutes gone in this game. Official time is with the referee, but we're coming up close to the end of this game. We're in for a very exciting finish here between the Guelph Griffins and the Laval Rouge et Or in this fifth place final. Hotly contested game between both of these teams. Let's see how this finishes off. Restart there from Jacqueline. Deep ball. And that's gone forward off the hands of Laval. Unfortunate there. That ball just gone forward off the hands of Panaton for Laval. So we will have a Guelph scrum deep in Laval territory. Again, time is ticking here for the Rouge et Or.
Both teams showing lots of life in this second half. Excellent lines, some great passing, and we're going to see a fiery final here.
A one-score game here between the Guelph Griffins and the Laval Rouge et Or. Laval currently trailing by 6 points. This ball will be placed in by Woodcock for Guelph. And that ball's just come straight out of the scrum, so we will reset here. Good look at Annie Kennedy just communicating with the front rows here for both teams. We've had some extraordinary reffing all week long. Every game has featured just some wonderful communication between referees and players. So we will reset here for another scrum for Guelph. Again, deep in Laval territory. Getting close towards the end of this game in the 5th place final. That ball comes out the back. Woodcock keeps ball in hand herself. Big tackle from Frechette. Good scrum half on scrum half tackle there. Ball now in hand is number 22, Reyes. Number 22, Adiwell. Ball now back the other way for the Griffins. Into the hands of Jacqueline. Nice pop there for Vikauskis. Feasby driving up the middle. Ball now back to the middle for McKnight. Good step from McKnight. To the wide side goes the Griffins. Kept in hand by Jacqueline. Cleaned up quickly by Woodcock. She'll be wrapped up. That ball will just go short to the forwards. Big pressure there from Laval. McKnight will pick off the back again, keeping the ball in hand.
Guelph just looking for that secure ball. They want to make sure those rucks are well attended.
Referee telling the Griffins to use the ball. Ball now again just kept in tight here by the Griffins.
Time is expired. Release.
And you hear Annie Kennedy advising the time is expired. Guelph still driving forward with it.
Back up, Red. Back up.
And now they'll go at the back. Jacqueline will kick that ball out of play. And your Guelph Griffins will be victorious in this 5th place final. A great game between both of these teams. Final score for the Guelph Griffins, 23, Laval 17. So the Guelph Griffins finish their season on a high note. 5th place result for the Guelph Griffins here at the 2024 U Sports National Championship. And on the other side, a great game for the Laval Rouge et Or with a 6th place finish here at Nationals. Good look at the smiles for the Guelph Griffins. Great game by both teams, Phil.
Some fantastic back and forth. We saw some very hard up defense, some line breaks that were just extraordinary, some fast runs, some good scrums, and a close game. Very, very fun to watch.
You see here a look at the Guelph Griffins, happy with that final win here for the 5th place finish at the 2024 U Sports Nationals. Hugs all around for the Griffins. Laval, great game from the Rouge et Or. You see the emotion on some of the players' faces. For some of them, this will be their final university rugby game. A great tournament from both of these teams. 5th place final finishing in favor of the Guelph Griffins. Look at the handshake there from both teams. Coming up, 12 o'clock Eastern, we're bringing you the bronze medal game between the Queen's Gales and the U Ottawa GGs. That should be an absolute cracker of a game between the Queen's Gales and the Ottawa GGs, 2 powerhouses in women's rugby. We're getting you set for that bronze medal game again at 12 o'clock Eastern. Join us then. We'll get a look at the teams here, and we will have the player of the match presentation for both teams here in a few moments. Good look there at the Guelph Griffins, and again, Laval Rouge et Or. Disappointed with that finish. However, it was a great tournament from Laval. You see some of these players will finish their university rugby career here. Certainly an emotional time, but some great memories for all of these players here this week at the National Championship. Great pedigree on both sides of the pitch here between the Guelph Griffins and Laval Rouge et Or. Getting you set for the players of the match here. There's a look at Laval Rouge et Or.
First, congratulations to both teams on a game well played and a well played tournament.
Congratulations to all of these athletes on a season well played and on a tournament well played here at the National Championships. And the player of the match for the Laval Rouge et Or is number 9, Corinne Frechette. She had a wonderful tournament for the Laval Rouge et Or. Really drove the offense for Laval and was great on defense as well. We saw a try-saving toe-tap tackle by her in this game. Certainly pushes the pace for Laval. Very well deserved.
Is number 6, Brooklyn Fiji.
And on the other side of the pitch for the Guelph Griffins, certainly a great game for player of the match, number 6, Brooklyn Feesby. She had some great turnovers, great runs. Really well deserved there from Brooklyn Feesby. And so the 5th place final between the Guelph Griffins and Laval Rouge et Or ends in the Guelph Griffins' favor. Final score, 23 for the Guelph Griffins to the Laval Rouge et Or 17. Again, join us at 12 o'clock Eastern Time for the bronze medal game between the Queen's Gaels and the U Ottawa Gee-Gees. We're coming at you live at 12 o'clock Eastern Time with the bronze medal game. Join us then. Should be a great match.
What an excellent day for showcasing university rugby here at PEI.
Thank you for joining us. We'll be back at 12 o'clock Eastern with that bronze medal game.